Yo, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What is going on with EWC?
That was Carolina shit. So apparently, a lot of teams, as you know, Tom, have players signed through the last event of the season 8, and then after that, they're a free agent.
Right.
But I think
after EWC.
After EWC, correct.
Right.
But I think what happened is that because Carolina had players that carried over from last year, they never signed a new deal, never accounted or covered that situation. So I think they had 2 players in Gwyn and TJ that were free agents after champs, decide to go to a different team. And then now it was just Dylan, Rex, and Slasher. And so this is then the part I don't know. Because then the part we don't know is what was EWC's then response to that situation? Like, was it, oh, well, then you can only pick up 2 players if you're Carolina. And then by then picking up 3, it kind of voids that. That's the part we just don't know. All we have is just conjecture on Twitter about, Marcus's tweet and a bunch of...
How many changes are they able to make?
It's very vague. It's basically essentially one change, but it's at the discretion of the TO. So, like, EWC has final say. They could choose to allow it or not.
Okay, so basically, no team can change more than 1 player.
No. The rules are very vague. It is basically, you can make a 1-person change. But at the end of the day, the tournament reserves a right to adjust the rules accordingly, aka some of the royal family could decide otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a new competition. There isn't really precedence for these situations. So my thing is, like, I just don't think we'll know until we get an official communique from Carolina and EWC as to how it's going.
It seems pretty. By the way everybody's reacting, it seems like it's final.
Yeah, but until we hear from EWC and the org, I don't think we're gonna really know.
Yeah, but the players, I'm just talking about like the players, like how they're reacting, because Afro was gonna go to Carolina, correct? With F dot in them.
Yeah, the 3 Euros and Slasher.
Right, and judging by their tweets, because I saw Afro and Afro was pissed. So like judging by their tweets, I don't think they're going, Ben. I think it's like happening. Like I actually don't think they're allowed to go.
So then then who's getting the spot then?
That's what I'm curious. So who gets the spot? Like what happens with that?
Well, PSG 4 now. PSG 4 now. Well,
that game's over, Ben.
Well, it's even more over now. I mean, you would have to be one of the top 6 teams, right? That plays top 6 at champs.
Let me tell Tim PSG scored again.
No way. You're tilting Tim.
Why did you pick Real Madrid?
I would have told him to pick PSG, bro. PSG were the favorite coming in. Madrid looked decent in this tournament. But like PSG just have been playing in a different level in the knockouts. I don't know.
Okay, so dude, I'm so confused. Like, Train told Tim to pick Real Madrid? Oh no. Maybe it was like an odds or something. Maybe it was like an odds thing. I don't know, but
no, the good bet when I looked at it earlier, this is why I told Joe, and even on picks it was the same thing. Just betting on a lot of goals, more than 2 goals is like a good play. That's what I like. Taking a money line was kind of pointless.
Are they gonna give that spot to a challengers team?
Well, so that's what I think they would do. So here's the thing: it's like you have 2 teams, right? You have Houston Spartans, who I think got top 6, right? And then it's 5 Fears, but Abe was on 5 Fears, and now he's on Toronto. So like, what do you and how do you handle that situation? You know what I'm saying? Courage is starting to appreciate 26 months. Probably Skeens, bro.
How do you choose what team? Are they just gonna choose who's the runner-up?
Well, both of them got top 6, right? So how do you pick it? Is it pro points? But then like it's not. But then like Abe isn't on the team anymore. So like now we're just gonna allow 5 Fears. You just pick up a 4th player for the tournament. Like I don't know. It's a bit of a weird situation. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that is really weird.
It's a very weird situation.
Chat, what do you think they should do? Like what do they do? Give it to a challengers player? Let Carolina field the spot? Like what do you do? I mean, what do you do here? I'll be honest with you. I don't like their whole ruling on roster changes. If teams want to make changes going into EWC, let them make changes. They're not allowed to make more than 1 change.
Because players have to get approved for a visa, though. You can't just let people make a change up to like the week before the event. And also, I don't think that teams should just be allowed to drop 4 players going into the event. That's unfair to people.
Yeah, I agree to that.
So it's like you need some version of roster rules. Like you can't just be like willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but every time I ask you what those rules are, you don't know.
Well, because they're very vague. From when I asked around, they're just very vague. The way the rulebook's written gives EWC a lot of latitude to like weigh in on changes. That's the issue.
What does it say in the rulebook now?
I don't have the full exact language as far as a major versus minor change, but I do know that EWC reserves the right to approve or deny any changes. and especially after the roster drop date of the 3rd, is what the coordinators were telling the fucking teams. So,
I mean, they got to give the spot to the Ravens, bro. Give it to the Ravens. I mean, listen, people are saying it's Carolina's fault. Do you think this is Carolina's fault?
I don't know. Well,
Because they already had these contracts in place. That's why I don't know if it's Carolina's fault, chat. Because they've already had these, like Virgil, they already had these contracts in place for 2 years. So,
what
like,
I would say is like,
unless they knew about EWC and the dates and how everything was going to be, but I don't know if they knew that. I don't know if they even knew what was going on there. You know what I mean?
My thing is like Carolina should have accounted for this contract situation though. Like every other team basically did, except them apparently, I guess. Oh, Chad, I just fucked that up. Damn, that was a terrible shot at me. Awful. I don't know, Tom.
What is this? This is a tweet from Afro. Assuming 3 players was too many, which I get, we'd have had to play with the Rex, which is fine, but now allowing them to even have that decision, I don't know. So they're not even giving them a decision?
Well, Tom, the problem is the only word we have is Marcus's tweet and then like breaking point and just a bunch of people speculating. Like we don't have a lot of information. That's the thing. Like people are just speculating. Like people don't actually fucking know what's going on.
Right.
That's the thing. We gotta wait till someone weighs in on it, either Carolina or. I mean, this is not a CDL problem. It's not their jurisdiction, so it's EWC. And I don't know if you noticed, EWC haven't posted the fucking pools yet. So, now you have this other problem. It's like, well, if you're gonna give this spot to somebody else, now the seed should all change because whoever comes in should get the last seed. We should just instantly get Carolina's seats. Now all the groups shuffle. So I think it's fun to speculate, but I don't think we're gonna know until they say anything.
I mean, yeah, I think this whole situation is a little weird, bro. In my opinion, this whole situation is a little weird.
It's weird. Go ahead.
It's weird because the rules are so vague. And because of how vague the rules are, what you're saying, Ben, I don't think that's fair to Carolina.
Well, we don't
personally.
know. Hold on. We don't know yet if this is Carolina's fault or not. To be fair, there's a world where they should have been aware of this issue.
But we do know that the rules are vague.
We do, but the rules may be not vague enough that they're supposed to know how to operate in this situation. They try to finesse because they didn't want to play with Dylan. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could make a lot of assumptions. I just would not, until we hear from everybody, like, truth could be somewhere in the middle. I would say the one thing that Carolina could have done is what every other org did, which is anyone that was on that 1-year deal, say Gwen and TJ, they weren't going to re-sign, get them to commit to a redo of the contract that allows them to be contracted through EWC. Because even if they wanted to leave, you would have just sold them and it would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think that's the part that Carolina probably fucked up the most, is not giving themselves that opportunity.
So Liddy's not going to EWC?
I guess so.
He's in there.
In where?
In the TS.
Well, ask him. I don't know if he's going to respond. You can fucking ask him and see if he'll tell you exactly what's going on.
User left your channel.
All right.
Channel switched.
Big ass.
Wait, who's Bo? Is that
Yeah, yeah.
Kapoki?
No, Kapoki was going crazy yesterday.
No, Booth, I'm proud of Booth.
Bruce he made me happy yesterday.
Is Liddy here?
I'm eating. What's up?
Well, I'm eating too, Liddy.
You need to eat some bitches.
What?
Yo, Liddy, what is going on, Liddy?
What?
With all this shit in the TL, what's going on here?
I haven't been on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Apparently, you guys aren't going to EWC?
Oh. You're streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Oh, you can't talk about it. Don't talk
No,
about
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could.
Oh, okay. No, you
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I just don't think I'm.
I thought with everything going on the timeline, you were just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know, just fucking bullshit. But
I mean, yeah. I just don't think we're going. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
that's fucking insane. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking terrible. I feel like that should not be allowed. Like that shouldn't even be a thing. It's just why
It really doesn't surprise me anymore
bro.
nowadays with COD, bro.
Wait, if you're not going, who the fuck takes your spot?
Exactly, Nub. That's what we're trying to
They
figure
just-
out.
Aliens.
I don't
they
know.
just
Pride
have,
M
like, the-
team, I'm guessing.
Oh, not the Stallion. Unless
sad.
they let me build a team. If that's the case, hey Liddy, welcome to the Stallions. You can pick up anybody you want.
I got me, Seam, Nub.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no. Picking up.
Imagine
you guys
the
are
fuck-
both
Wait, what
in
the fuck
event.
is Ben's gimpy ass saying? No.
Picking up
Hey,
the
wait, why'd you say it
Nub.
like that? Nub knows how to
fuck?
rotate, bro.
That's how to fucking win
One
the
thing
game.
Nub was good at was
Decorated.
rotating, bro.
Decorated champion, the Nub is.
I don't
Decorated.
gas this nigga, bro.
Stick to mini putt putt. Now I'm on both your end fight stick in your ass.
You picking up Maul as your fourth? What are you doing?
I
No,
honestly
hell no.
don't have a lot of information on that. I just heard that we made too many changes, even though we had to. And then it's shocked. I don't know.
Right, like you didn't have a choice. Like contracts ran out and they left. So like what like
Yeah.
how's that on y'all? Like you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like this is fugazi.
Can I ask you this question,
That is-
Austin?
that is
Like,
crazy.
did it ever come up like
Man,
in
you can't talk about it on stream.
No, I know,
so
no, but
Well,
this
you
is
can
this
ask.
is
I'll let you know.
this might you might be able to answer. Did you guys ever talk about this contract situation after champs of like, even if maybe people wanted to leave or not, like making sure that people were papered until after EWC?
Bro, Liddy doesn't handle that shit.
No, I
Yeah,
know, but it may have come up. That's why I'm asking the question of whether or not you guys ever talked about it.
I mean, I just assumed it was me, TJ, Isaiah, and then I found out like last minute before the roster lock that was not the case. And then Brian's like, we're picking these guys up, and I was like, all right, spawning in, I guess.
Bond in with some euros,
Nah,
bro.
man. Just send me the
Bonus
flight
for
info,
euros.
And
man.
that's what happened.
Nah, there's no way, bro. They're gonna have to do something about that, but they're gonna have to like they can't let that happen, bro.
Wow.
It doesn't surprise me the COD anymore, bro. It's just,
Yeah, same shit, different year, bro.
yeah, CDL
Y'all
shit
playing
just
CS?
fucking shocked it.